guys, BBI here. I want to stop and say thanks for tuning in and checking out whatever the video is about that's about ready to come up next. If you could take a minute and hit subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here, make sure to hit the like button. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Anyhow, guys, all that aside, let's get on with the show. Good morning. So there has been quite a call for these. I did a little YouTube video on one of these radios for my workbench. It was a SR 490. One of these guys. And they don't make these anymore, and they're getting really hard to find. So short of the 10s, this one's actually, the face is a 9 out of a 10. But what we have going on over here is a whole different ball of wax. Now, I have been led to the belief that both of these devices have got the 2879 style push-pull rear ends in them. Because there for a while they made these with MOSFETs and they were not reliable. They were junk, absolute junk. So everybody and their brother, I put a post up on Facebook last night about these. And everybody and their brother, wow, look at that old Stryker mic. That makes it worth more money right there. Everybody and their brother is jumping all over the place. Got all the original hardware in a bag. Everybody jumping all over the place. I said, man, does anybody want these, or are they even interested in them? And boy howdy, I didn't know that there would be such a response. Okay, well, the box is just interesting. I haven't seen one in the box for quite a long time. Anywho, let's open both of these up. Oh, this thing's in great shape. Let's open both of these up and see what we got on the inside. I was just getting ready to get carried away and I couldn't help but notice this. It's still got the original warranty Stryker seal on it. Wow. That's tits. Not that it means anything to me, but wow, this thing is mint. I mean, like minty mint. Like the Canadian Skooka mint. God, the bezel doesn't even have a scratch on it. Bitch. Damn it. I was kind of hoping to preserve the seal. Okay, it's got a 1446. What is in there for a final? It says CB 20 watt. That thing is in great shape. All right. This one's in pretty good shape too. It's just not mint. Ooh, someone's been in here and tinkered with this one. This one's got a 2290 in the final end. Interesting. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Yada do do. Yada do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 boom boom. Do 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 do. Because fuses are for pussies. Don't have enough balls to full out commit to death. No, that fuse has got its place. I just am a firm believer in a breaker. At least in a gravity and non-gravity environment. Do 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 do. People want these radios. This thing is untouched virginal. This one somebody's played with. It's already had a transistor change done to it. So, very interested to see what it does power-wise from A to B. Here to tell you, this one has my attention more than that one. I did the first one of these, which is sitting up there on my, sitting up here. And I got a guy that's offering me right now at this minute, he's offering me like 800 for it. Hey babe, what's up? Oh, is that out of the...
That's out of Zane's box.
Okay.
I had to use it to ship his stuff back.
Okay.
Where do you want it?
I'll just leave it there, baby. I'll get it. I'm shooting a video at the moment.
Oh, sorry.
Say hi to the boys.
Hi, guys.
Oh, man.
Don't stub your toe. It's right here on the corner.
Yeah. Oh, my God. The thing's a turd. What the shit am I supposed to do with that? Look at what she just drug out here and dropped off. Ow, ow. At least it's got decent fans. Worry about that tomorrow. Stay focused on this today. Nah, everybody and their brother wants these things really bad, which is impressive to me. So let's build ourselves some power wires here to start with, and we'll go from there. And that was the third time she told me she wanted to get her bean chopped. Anywho, moseying right along, I got one of these made. So now let's make another one. So all we got to simply do is strip this back about yay much. Strip this one back about yay much. And then we're going to take and insert this into the slot, the side pull of the dingus. Okay. Nope, not quite long enough. I'm sitting over here watching Paradise PD burn through all the Brickleberry, which is a crazy show in itself, but same cast of clowns. Leave that hanging just like that. Now, I do the fun bit. All right, come on. And we'll do this one here. Okay. Cool off just a hair. Slide that up on there like so. And then we're going to slide this one up here on like so. Come on. Come on. Ah, you can do it. You can do it all night long if you want to, girl. Come on. Let's go. Oh, okay. Now, we'll put our oversheathing. Not to be confused with a foreskin. All right. And now we'll shove this wire through the freaking... Come on. Get on there. Get on there. It's like talking to a Tijuana hooker. Okay. Kind of give it a hand job like one too. Good game. Now to let that cool down and you let the epoxy set in. Okay, so let's have a little bit of fun with this now. This is the one that's been messed with. It's got a 2290 in it. And let's zoom on in here. So what we got going on here is a 100 watt slug in peak, 1000 average 5 watt slug in reverse. So the 100 watt slug in peak is 2x, so it's 200 watts. About 170 peak watts, give or take. So this is the one that's already been modified by somebody else. But it's got the stock voltage regulator in it, all the stock subcomponents in it. So I should probably turn on my spec ant too. And the old silly scope. Let's play here. This is the stock one, completely virginal. A 1446 in it. Let's see, spectrum analyzer's coming online. Hello. Hello, audio. That don't look too hot. All right, let's see. Hello, 1212. Turn down my voltage on the oscilloscope to look at my waveform. Hello. Dead key is set too friggin' high. Hello. Hello. Call you back, 555 number. Is that from a loose mic jacket dancing like that? Let's tighten up the mic jack here on the front. Hello. Hello. 111111. All right, let's go over here. Look at the spectrum analyzer. Hello, 121212. Hello. That is not hot. But the audio, hello, 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 111111, not too pinched. So now that we have two valid forms of unit of measure, three valid forms of unit of measure, we have the total overall RF output. Then what we're looking at over here on the spectrum analyzer is the diversity of the RF signals, so where it's spreading the signal out at, and then we have our quality of audio injection, total amount of saturation of signal, and quite a few other things if you read it right. Let's go back over to the first radio, which does significantly more power. Come on, come on. There you go. All right. This is a swinging little unit. You're gonna have to look at the mods this guy did to this. Have to recap it as well. Just have a feeling. Okay. Hello. So it looks good on a watt meter, right? Let's go in here on the watt meter. Check this out. It looks great on a watt meter, right? Hello. Oh, in the Kona. So we'll go up to 2x. Hello. Audio 1212. Yeah, it looks great on a watt meter. Always looks great on a watt meter. Ew. It's like a pine forest. Check this out. Hello, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Now let's go over here to the right. Hello. So now that doesn't make the radio horrible. Oh my God, the world's gonna end. There's guys that are out there that are like that, and they get all excited. Their snuffleupagus gets all worked up. And they're like, oh, this is my existence. This is my point of being. It's so oversaturated. Oh my God. Yeah, see, there's this thing called a mic gain control on the front of the radio. Hello. 1 1 1 1 1 1. Hello. Hello. Let me show you what I'm doing. It's novel. My good friend D-Rail just did a video about this here not too long ago. So we're going to keep our eyes on the prize. Our watt meter over here. Hello. The same amount of output power. But look at what I'm doing. Mic gain knob. No way. Here's all the way open. Hello. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So the trick of the CB shop, it's a fine, delicate art. Okay, you can theoretically set a radio up. Let me say this, be very careful about what I choose to say here. You can theoretically set a radio up to be audio, spectrally, everything. But you have this big variable, the sensitivity of the microphone, okay? So what most CB shops will do is they'll set the radio up so it's a little hot, so you're gonna get some square waving, a little bit of distortion in there, but you have this control on the outside of the radio that allows you to change the amount of audio that's being injected into the circuit. So once again, that'll take us from hello 1 2 1 2, still producing the same amount of power, but we've adjusted our mic gain control. Hello 1 2 1 2 1 2 audio. So I mean, we're starting to get a little bit of the negative inverse peaks, but hello, or we can just totally turn it up, completely super saturate the thing, hello, and square wave the crap out of it. I would rather have a radio that's a little bit too hot and I have to run my mic gain down a little bit than have it max chooched out, and then depending, I have to go find 15 different microphones to make it sound the way I want. That's just me. But there are definitely radio repair companies that are out there that they spend a lot of time looking at their spectrum analyzer and a lot of time looking at their oscilloscope. And really at the end of the day, you have this magical device right there. Just saying. I guess I should just make a goddamn day of it. That's all I'm going to say. Wife just came out, handed me this. Now, I started on this at 7:30 this morning. And I have been on the phone non-stop since 7:30 this morning, and it's currently, what is it, 3:15 in the afternoon. So my phone is on ignore, and I know I'm going to have some people crying about it. You know what? Get over it. I've got to get work done. So I guess I'll do this next. This is a final upgrade, and output transistors and all kinds of shit I got to do on that one too. So we started digging into the crux and the meat of things here. And I was really curious why this radio was producing so much more power than this one. And now I figured it out. So I got to put an AMC transistor in here. Let's see, automatic mic control or whatever. I got to put a transistor up here. Part of the limiting circuit has been removed. And then they did the diode trick on this radio as well. So we're going to change that around so that's no longer the same. We're going to pump this one up a little bit, and then we're going to change out this transistor, but we're going to go in stages. Let's see if we can squeak a couple more watts out of these, which I'm pretty sure I can. Goddamn sure I can. Okay, so we got all the, changed out the filtering cap, changed out the cap on the audio chip, and now we've got to do the voltage regulator, which we're going to replace with a Toshiba setup. Help this thing run a whole scooching lot cooler. God, I hate doing radios. But that's where you started. Come on, up we go. This has been interesting. I've been checking in on Facebook most of the afternoon, watching everybody talk about this because I put a post up saying I was going to do this. Careful, Luke, there's an SMA surface mount right there. That I was going to do this. And it's like they're having a debate amongst themselves on how many watts I'm going to get the radio up to. It's not about the quantity of watts, it's about the cleanliness of power. We're definitely going to make it do a little bit more than what it did when it came in here. Okay, so this is the older of the two units. This is the one that had all the mod limiters chopped. The AMC, and I'm sure that that's the wrong term. The primary audio limiting transistor has been reinstalled up front, and done a couple other things to help it get up and go instead of doing the CB shop roadside hack job. So now, roadside CB shop hack job. I heard there's some dude down in Mexico or some places riding around on a bicycle. He's got a walkie-talkie he's talking to truck drivers with, and he's literally doing mods to radios in somebody's truck. Friggin' hilarious. Says, here, I'm going to put this resistor between these two cans. It's a secret. Now it's going to make it do 1,000,000 watts. And no, I'm not talking about the guy that lives in a motorhome, just to clarify, because I don't want anybody getting hurt feelers. So we're going to literally put 3 times the voltage control unit in this thing. Just teeny tiny little guy for this guy. Literally 3 times the part. Even though it's not totally necessary, there's not a lot of current that's drawn from the radio. Like there's not a heavy final end that isn't powered independently through this output section. But man, this is sure gonna make the radio run a little bit cooler. Okay, I'll be back when I get onto the other radio. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know it. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing, just sitting here. Twiddling my thumbs. Okay. Caps are in. That's fixed. That's fixed. New voltage regulator is in. Now let's go do the final section, which means I got to pull this 2290 to frig out of there. Yeah, that's got to come out, which sucks. Little tiny solder pads that are held down to these little tiny vias, or these little tiny solder vias that are held down to these little tiny eyelets. And the little tiny eyelets are a pain in the ass, and you can't get in there to get your dingus straight, to get your cockamadoodle straight, to have your fly in the right position. So there's a whole lot of time spent with your tongue hanging out in just the right direction as you're trying to concentrate real hard. And then at that, you screw up the trace, you're done. There's no repairing it after that. And these amp sections are pretty hard to come by. I mean, I've got one. That's because my friend gave me one way back when. He's like, you need to slap this in the back of any one of your radios and make it work. I'm like, no. How about you become my radio guy as far as you supply me shit and eventually get like a 490 or something from you. Here we are. So I cannot stress to you how much I dislike doing radios. I cannot. So this is a rare thing. Very rare. I feel there's enough people in this universe attempting to be the radio guy that I don't need to come along and compliment that with my own actions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I did maybe call and get some tips from a few of my buddies who I really admire and respect. So we'll see how those tips pan out. I think I'm gonna be pretty happy though with the results. Let's rezip down our wiring harness. And what is that with some radio technicians, by the way? It's less than a cent for the freaking zip tie. Why can't you zip tie the harness back down? And make it look all pretty and neat. What? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All right. Let's go get the vise. So, focus here. Right here. Thank you, camera. In here. This solder gets so work hardened. Okay. Come on. Thank you. It's one. All right, now hopefully, this solder looks like chicken poo-poo, but hopefully, I pray, okay. God, my phone has rang all day today. Come on, just give me a hair underneath it. Thank you. There it is. Come on. Let me have it. it. Thank you. All right. Now, I was saying I hope this guy didn't tear the traces up none, but there it goes. Okay. Now, let's go in here and get these two disc capacitors out. Now, if we're really stupid careful, okay, that one's up. Two. Now let's sneak underneath there. There, it's out. Okay, 2290 Toshiba removed. Now there's a couple small things that we got to change. In here to really get this thing to step up. God damn, what time is it? It is 6:49. So I've been out here for 11 hours and I managed to get one radio done. One radio. The phone has been relentless today. Oh my God. Okay, so we got our 2290 installed. We've got all our different mods done to this that we need to do. So let's go over here and we're gonna look at these. So let me recrop this. So we're gonna start out. Sorry, I'm superly unenthused with things today. I just wanted to do these two radios because I thought this would be quick and fast, and this has turned into an all day long thing. Okay, so, and I want to get the YouTube video out to you guys. We are on a 100 watt scale. We're running on 14 volts flat. So we're pinning a 100 watt scale in a corner on peak. Now we had to turn the gain way up. That's what happens when we get all the mod limiters put back in things. Let's see, what are we looking like over here? Hello, 1 2 1 2 audio 1 2 1 2. Oh, let's turn the mic gain down a little bit more. Hello. I guess it helps if I actually grab the mic gain control right. Hello, audio 1 2 1 2. Hello, 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 hello. 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 Okay. Let's go back over here. Whoop. All right. All right. So now we're going to go up to 2x. Now fully deflected, that thing reads 200 watts. So right here, on this hack mark there, is a 200 watt scale, directly between the 40 and the 60. So, in the corner on the 200 watt scale. So now we're going to go to the 500 watt scale, so down to 5. So now we're reading that bottom scale, adding a 0. Pardon me, middle scale, adding a 0. So 230 watts peak. Ka-cha! Woo! Out of a single funnel radio. That was the challenge, I'm here to tell you. I'm super excited about that. It's the best one yet that I've ever done. And guess what? I'm going to take the one down off the bench and do the same way because I figured out something new. That, and I had some people help me and they gave me some ideas to think about, and then I went and I tweaked the final section of this. And this is running cooler than the bench radio as well. Bench radio is having this ferrite bead here that was getting hot, so I had to double it up. I spent a lot of time playing around with this. This is the stock push-pull transistor that's in here, the bipolar. Now, this radio here is going to be a different kind of animal because it's got an RF 520 in it. Okay, so it's got this potentiometer in here, so it's definitely a MOSFET. So we'll see. We're going to see what happens on this next radio. So we're going to change the next radio around to be a lot more like this radio here. But this thing's fully aligned. It's as clean as I can make it, and still make it make those big watts like that. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to dig around here. I'm going to see if I can find some new tins for it that aren't all chewed up. And yeah, we'll come back to it. Voltage regulator upgraded. Power wire upgrade on the final section. Bigger transistor. So, okay. On to the next. Okay. So, I'm getting tired. Time to take me a little bit of a break. Maybe go back in the house, get a second wind. Okay, so let's do this. So we've highly modified the output section of this. Man, it's different. It's unbelievable the difference between the MOSFET final end and the push-pull final end of this radio. The difference between these two is just, I mean, they look on the surface the same, but the way they tune out and the way they operate, completely different. Anywho, let's go over here. Got a 100 watt slug and forward and peak at the moment. Of course, they're slamming that in a corner. Oh. Let me turn off my ICOM. I was using my ICOM so I could hear what the audio sounded like. Even all the gauges are telling me we're golden. Oh, all right. About 200 watts. Solid 200 though. So let's go over here and we'll look at the spectrum analyzer. Squeaky clean. Modulation. Audio 1 2 1 2. Audio. Not teabag, but not perfect. It's okay. Remember, we've got this mythical knob on the front of the radio. It's called mic gain. It's amazing how it works. So one last little thing here before we go ahead and start moving towards wrapping this little production up. So I want to take that to 5x. It's about 10 watts less. It is what it is. Well, guys, this thing is a beautiful inbox minty mint, more than minty mint, minty mint, minty mint radio. This one here. This is the hot rod of the bunch by about 10 watts, 15 watts. They're pretty much set up the exact same. It's just really weird how this MOSFET board, the MOSFET IR520 driver versus this random, don't know what it is, but labeled RF, or not RF, but push-pull CB 20 watt, and that's what it says right on the transistor, CB 20. Are completely different internally as far as the tuning, but it's just is what it is. So got them up close to the same. Mint inbox radio. I think we're going to ask probably $850 for it because it is so rare. Yeah, my phone has not stopped ringing all day today. And the not so minty, but still very unique, but incredibly hot rodded radio. We're probably going to ask $7 for it. It's with Toshiba transistors in it. The radio itself, for us to even get it here, each one of these was roughly $400. Okay? Then on top of that, we had the $110 transistor that's in the back end of it. $500-600 just in the radios. So it is what it is. If you guys want the rarer than rare single final stryker 490 with a 2879 in it, hopped up and tuned out to do his maximum amount of watts, 200 watt radio with the upgraded voltage regulators in it, man, give me a call. You guys know the number. I gotta go eat something. I gotta walk away from my phone for a minute, and I gotta take a break from not being out here. I mean, it's, shoot, what is it now? Huh, it's only 8:30 at night. It's only been out here for 13 hours today. Yay, and I got 2 radios done. Woo, don't I feel special about myself? No, I don't. Anyhow, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm gonna slap the tins on it. I'm gonna wrap this one back up in this little protective diaper and get ready to get them out of here. Gentlemen, appreciate y'all tuning in to watch a little process, this little song and dance of I stick my toe in the water, working on radios. I gotta go. I'll see ya.